Okay, guys, one of the last videos I saw, my hair was like yo, I'm gonna call it new growth, not breakage. If you've had highlights, you'll know what I mean. Okay, now, do you believe in serendipity? Okay, no, get on your side of the road. I do. Okay, well, even if you don't, it doesn't matter, but you've got to admit that it was quite a coincidence, right? That on Thursday night, the Cars.co.za Consumer Awards, sponsored by ABSA, by the way, the Kia Sportage 1.6 CRDI EX won in its category of Best Family Car. And then on Monday morning, it arrived in my garage. Now, it wasn't planned, right? Not at all. So I schedule my test cars, like sometimes weeks, sometimes months ahead. So this one was scheduled, I think maybe even last year, or certainly at the beginning of this year. So there was no way that I'd planned this, right? But I mean, I think it just goes to show that I really know what I'm talking about. I've always been the biggest Kia fan. Everybody knows it. It irritates some people. I don't care about those people. And I've always said that the Sportage is one of my favorite cars. The Carnival, my goodness, I love that so much. But if I could afford a Sportage, or my husband and I could, we'd buy one. And then that would be our car, like our everyday single bloody car. And then if I had test cars, maybe I would drive those the rest of the time. But the Sportage would be like our number one. Okay, Carnival, but we know we could never afford that really. But anyways, I just feel like now everybody else agrees with me. I think I started the trend. I will claim it. I'm that kind of humble person, okay? So a lot of people keep mentioning the fact that I don't sing anymore in my videos, and YouTube doesn't dig it, right? So if you watch my reviews on Ignition GT, I still do it. But I miss it and I love it because I do sing in the car all the time. I just don't do it in front of you guys anymore. But while I was driving earlier, one of my favorite songs came on, and so if I can, what am I doing? I'm going into mode here. Oh, that was cool, guys. Thanks. One car through one robot. This was the song. There's a boxcar waiting. I never wait so long. Here comes your man. But anyway, so what the requirements were in the Cars.co.za Consumer Awards is it had to be like a practical all-rounder, okay? The interior had to be spacious and comfortable and have like all the latest tech. It also had to be good enough like for the school run, but also to go on holiday. Guys, tick, 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 tick. Okay, I do all of those things, okay? This suits my life to the T. But one of the things that was like paramount for it to sort of qualify is that safety was like a massive thing. So it had to have like standard ABS with ESC and like a minimum of 6 airbags or whatever, which this obviously does. But now, I mean, it's even better, okay? So since the model that was entered into the competition, like this had like a little upgrade, and it now has even more safety features. It's got, so basically what was on the GT line generally, which was like a load of like advanced driver safety systems, it's now standard across the board. So like say lane keep assist or lane follow assist or like forward collision control assist or whatever, like now all the models have that. So I'm in what is essentially the winning model, okay, which is not that GT line one. It's like the one that's, I'd say, closer to the entry, but there's nothing entry about it, let me tell you. Especially now with all the safety in it. That's like, it like just makes me love it even more and more. I mean, could I love it anymore? Probably not. But I like that Kia's trying. They are trying to make me love this car even more. So it's got the same engine as per usual, which is that 1.6 litre 4-cylinder turbo diesel, 100 kilowatts of power and 320 newton meters of torque, which is the number you need to focus on, okay? A lot of people go like, no, it's only got 100 kilowatts. Well, here's the thing, people. When you've got this car loaded up with kids and bags and, it is the torque that you want, right? Because if I want to overtake, I need to be able to overtake, and you can in this car. There's nothing like sluggish about it. There's nothing that's like, could do with a little bit more power. No, it's got what it needs. Got it needs. I don't know if that made sense. Sounds like I'm running out of voice and or breath. probably is what's happening. So this car comes in at just under 710,000 Rand, this specific model, right? Someone asked me the other day, like 2 days ago, when I announced that it had won, is it worth the price? And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And, like for a Kia. If another person says that to me, I'm going to kick you in the... What it says to me when someone goes like for a Kia, which I thought like people had stopped doing, but what it says to me is that you really, really don't know anything about cars, and that's fine because not a lot of people do. That's why I'm here. But it also shows me that you really haven't sort of Can you maybe be in your lane? Your lane. There's a line for a reason. It just shows me that you sort of haven't evolved with the times, and like you haven't checked in on brands like and where they've come to. Like, my goodness. I never wait so long. Here comes your man. I think this car is very good value for money when you consider that there are much smaller cars on the market with less that around that price, and I'm just like mind blown. This, I'm like, I can imagine spending this money. I mean, cars are expensive in general. We can't get away from that. But if I'm going to spend the money, I want to know that I'm getting quality. And this was up against the Chery Tiggo 8 Pro Max, and as well as the Haval H6, okay, super luxury. Like, both fantastic value for money offerings, right? Which I will not deny. Why this one, in my opinion, obviously I gave it to high school, and I recommend those cars often for people who are like at a sensitive price point. Where this comes in is it's got just a bit more of a superior quality to it. It just does. You can't like get away from that or deny it. So I think if you are in this segment and you're looking at something like the Haval or the Chery and you're going, well, you're getting more tech, or you're getting more safety, or you're getting more features and whatever at this lower price point, just go and drive them all. Like, drive the 3 back to back, which is what I had to do when I was judging the cars. And you might just find that this one tips the scales for you because of that sort of almost premium quality that it has, and is superior in just about every way, ever so slightly. I don't want to knock the other brands here, but this is the number one. And I didn't just decide that or tell you. Everybody else did. Ha ha! I'm winning. Here comes your man. Oh, I don't know what that is. That is it. Very much dance move showing my age.